So today I have a special treat for you. I have my good friend Manny Vaya, who is the founder of 2000 Books, talking about his top 5 strategies on how to stop being lazy. Manny is a former physicist and computer engineer, but these days he just reads a ton of books. In fact, he reads a book a day and summarizes all that he learns from these business and personal development books on his YouTube channel, podcast, and members area. By the way, make sure you watch the video all the way to the end so you will know where to find my top 5 strategies on how to stop being lazy. I'll let Manny take over from here.
A great way to beat your laziness is to keep a scoreboard. Whatever area of life you're struggling with, start keeping a score in that area and you'll start to see massive progress. You probably heard of the saying, whatever gets measured gets done. Now it is very, very, very true, and it is one of the most powerful principles of execution, something that will beat your laziness every single time. You see, it's very hard to be motivated and beat your laziness if you don't even know whether you are winning or losing. So you need a scoreboard to know exactly where you stand. Think about it. How fun would a game be if there was no scoreboard? Would athletes give their very best? Probably not, right? So in the book 4 Disciplines of Execution, the authors talk about the idea that one of the 4 most powerful disciplines of execution is having a scoreboard. It's like a game. Where are you with respect to your goal? That's what the scoreboard is going to tell you every single time. So let's take the example. If you want to get in shape, have a scoreboard with your body weight on it every single day. Track it on your calendar for a few days and you'll start to see the effect of that scoreboard. Put the scoreboard front and center of your life so that you can see it all the time. Every moment, are you winning or are you losing? So either you will get motivated because you're seeing positive momentum and you will take even more action because now you're motivated, or you will get mad at yourself for not seeing progress and then you will look for new strategies and new ways of doing it and you will take massive action anyways. So either ways, you will beat your laziness. So here's the key to a great scoreboard. Make it simple, make it always visible, and make it such that it's always telling you if you're winning or losing. So make sure to have a scoreboard in order to beat your laziness in whatever endeavor you're struggling with. The next way to stop being lazy is to stop drifting. You have to know precisely what you want. Most people are lazy because they don't even know what they want, and they're spreading their effort all over the place without realizing that that is leading to indifference, that is leading to lethargy, that is leading to laziness. So here's the thing. If you don't have a precise destination, if you don't know exactly where you're going, you're like a boat without a destination in the ocean. Every day you set a new direction. Every day you try to do this. Every day you try to do that. What will happen? The boat will eventually run out of fuel. The boat will capsize. So that's what's happening to you. You are running out of fuel every single day because you have no specific direction you're going after. So find a purpose, find a direction, go after it. What's your big picture goal? Don't worry about how you will accomplish it because the how will come. The how will come once you make up your mind, once you decide that you must accomplish this goal. And in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, one of the most important habits, which is habit number 2, is to begin with the end in mind, which is to say that you must know exactly where you're going. That's the only way you'll end up there. Begin with knowing exactly what is the end you have in mind. Begin with knowing your goal. Begin with knowing your destination, because if you don't have that in mind, you will be drifting. And in the book Outwitting the Devil Within, Napoleon Hill talks about the idea that most of the time people are succumbing to the negativity. People are failing. People are not able to make progress in life is because they're drifting. They're all over the place. They don't know precisely what they want and they're just all over the place. So stop drifting, go and find a destination and go after it. Another great way to stop being lazy is to set a 3-minute timer. This is a great brain hack, by the way, and I'll explain to you in just a bit. In the book Procrastination, Dr. Lenora Yuen talks about the Swiss cheese method, which says, just pick a portion of the task that you're dreading, that you're avoiding, that you're being lazy about, and do it for a very specific period of time, very set period of time. Set a timer and do it for that very small window of time, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes. And in the book Time Warrior, Steve Chandler says, hey, just do a 3-minute timer. Just set a 3-minute timer and do that thing that you're avoiding for 3 minutes. Now, there is something very fascinating that happens when you do it for 3 minutes. What you have to do is tell yourself there's no obligation to do any more than 3 minutes. And that gives your brain freedom. It relaxes your brain. It allows it to actually get started. There's no obligation to continue. But once you get started, and once you've been doing that task for 3 minutes, maybe you're in the gym and you've started working out and you've been working out for 3 minutes, something strange happens in your brain. Once you start doing that thing, your prefrontal cortex engages in that action. Your neurons start firing in that area of the brain. And now now you have momentum. And once you have momentum, you have more and more neuronal activity in that area of the brain. And in fact, what will happen is after 3 minutes, you may find that you won't stop for a long time because now you feel good about this task. Now you're making progress and the brain is happy doing this thing. So if you don't feel like working out, just go to the gym and work out for 3 minutes. I'm serious, it works. And the next great way to stop being lazy is to create a burning desire for your goal. Make it a must. You are lazy today because you are not burning with desire for your goal. And in one of the greatest self-help books of all time, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about the idea that to really get ourselves to do great things and to accomplish our big goals, we must have a burning desire. And how can you create a burning desire? Well, there are a lot of ways to do that, but one of the ways that's described in the book is to repeat the goal to yourself over and over and over and over again, no end to it. And a really simple way to create a burning desire in this case is to write your goal again and again. Write your goal 200 times a day, 300 times a day. I kid you not. It sounds really simple, but it will not be easy to do that. You will give up. You will say, it's not fun to write it 200 times a day. It's not fun to write it 300 times a day. But what that writing does is it etches this idea in your brain. In the book Mind Hacking, Sir John Hargrave talks about the idea how we can hack our brain by writing, by creating these new mental loops in our brains. So we have to use this tremendous focus and clarity we get as a result of writing our goals down. So whenever you're feeling lazy, write your goal down. Carry a small notebook around with you and write your goal down over and over and over again. You will become supercharged with this goal. You can't think of anything else. You want to start writing it to the point where you can't think of anything else and you become programmed like a machine. That's when you have hacked your brain and you are on to greatness. Another great way to stop being lazy is to get a coach. Did you know that Steve Jobs had a business coach? Did you know that Larry Page had a business coach? Not only that, it's the same person. Bill Campbell used to coach both these guys. So if you are really serious about your goals, about your big dreams, about your big visions, you need to have a coach. This is one of the most important ways to get yourself to take action. Every great player, every great team has a coach. And we understand the importance of a coach in sports for some reason, but we fail to understand the importance of coach in our own lives, in our own business, in our own careers. We somehow do not feel that we need a coach while others do. In the book One Thing, Gary Keller, the founder of Keller Williams Realty, the largest real estate company in the US, talks about the importance of having a coach to keep you on track with your commitments. Now, here's the reason why coaching can be really critical to your success. We're often lazy because of the mental friction inside our brain. We don't even know where we're stopping ourselves. We're not even aware of what is happening inside our brain. But a coach from outside can look into you, can see your blind spots, can help you channel your efforts, can help you remove your friction, show you what might be going wrong, what you might be doing wrong, so that you stop spending effort on the wrong things. So you stop being lazy about the wrong things and you start spending effort on the things that truly matter, and you take action and your action becomes effortless. The coach forces accountability on you because when you invest in a coach, when you pay your coach, you know that you are now going to pay attention. You pay attention to anything to the same degree as you pay for that thing. So suddenly you become hyper aware. When the coach says you do something, you do it, you follow through, you work much harder, you pay attention, you stop being lazy, and you get stuff done. We all can use a little kick in our rear ends to get things done, and a coach is a great way to get ourselves to do that. So these were my top 5 strategies on how to stop being lazy. If you want to watch John's top 5 strategies on how to stop being lazy, head on over to my channel, 2000 Books, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for a ton of business and self-help book summaries for ambitious people just like you. The link to the 2000 Books channel is right here, and it's also in the description below.